They walked the long way around the park, the woman keeping an easy pace so the small dog could stop and consider the world. The morning was calm, birds stitching the air with sound, leaves holding still as if listening. Funny, the woman said, more to the path than to anyone else, how calm makes room for art. The dog glanced up, ears like commas. Calm makes room for naps, too. She smiled. Both are important. They walked on, the little dog running in front like he always did, but never too far, like a sentence punctuation, noting an explanation. When things are peaceful, she continued, people paint, write, sing. They argue about ideas. Philosophy blooms when there's time to think. When no one's scrambling just to get through the day. The dog sniffed a lamppost and replied, when days are hard, people forget to sing. They count, they carry, they fix. Yes, she said, art and philosophy becomes a luxury, the last thing anyone reaches for. Not because it isn't needed, the dog said, sitting, because hands are full. They resumed walking. A jogger passed by nodding. Somewhere, a breeze sighed. I struggle with that, the woman admitted, knowing when to be patient with hardship, sit with it, learn from it, and when to push through. The dog trotted, thoughtful. Patience listens, overcoming moves, both need timing. And how do you know which? She asked. The dog looked up again. You walk with someone, you notice when they're tired, you stop together, or you keep going together. She laughed softly. So companionship is a compass. It helps us adapt, the dog said. You teach me routes, I teach you pauses. They reached the edge of the park where the town hummed louder. The woman slowed, then matched the dog's pace. Maybe art and philosophy are like us, she said. They thrive in calm, but they're shaped by walking through trouble. The dog wagged his tail, and even when they're forgotten, they're still walking, just quietly. They turned toward home, carrying a quiet understanding, step by step, through the calm, and whatever came next. The path narrowed, bending between hedges and familiar fences. The air felt different in this direction, less open, more held, like a sentence coming to its period. The dog trotted closer now, shoulder nearly brushing her ankle. Home smells closer, he said. Is that what home is? She asked. Like a smell? It's a memory you can breathe, the dog replied. Food, warmth, quiet, you. She let that settle in as they walked. I think of home as you too, she said after a moment. A place where the world doesn't ask quite so much of you, and love isn't imaginary. The dog's tail swayed. A place where you don't have to explain why you're tired. Yes, she said. It isn't only a place, it's a feeling, or a person, or a small dog who waits for you. He stopped and looked up at her seriously. I wait because you come back and smother me with kisses and hugs, and then we go out again. I teach you routes and you teach me pauses, she said. Right, the little dog said. They passed the bakery on the corner, its windows fogged, a promise tucked behind the glass. The woman slowed, not wanting to rush the last part of the walk. When things are hard, she said, home becomes everything. People protect it, defend it. Sometimes they hide inside it. And sometimes, the dog said, they find courage there. She nodded. That's the part I forget sometimes. Refuge isn't escape, it's where you gather yourself. They walked in silence for a few steps, sharing the rhythm. A child laughed somewhere behind a fence. The dog paused, then continued, as if choosing to carry that sound with him. You know, the woman said, some of the most special moments aren't the big ones. They're like this, a walk, a conversation no one else hears. The dog tilted his head. Moments that don't need witnesses. Moments that are our little secrets, she added. The front door came into view. The dog's steps slowed, savoring the last stretch. "Home is where the walk ends," he said, "but also where it begins again." She reached for her keys, then stopped, crouching to scratch behind his ears. "And wherever we go," she said, "we carry it with us." The dog leaned into her hand. "That's why the world feels manageable," he said. "We're not walking alone. Home is you." "And home is you, little man," she said. "Hurry up and open the door," he said impatiently. "Philosophy later. I'm hungry." She laughed and opened the door. They went inside together, leaving the day at the door, bringing with them calm, companionship, and the quiet art of understanding that had grown unnoticed along the way.